Hey everyone, Isaac here. I'm going to be teaching how to play Blessed Boy today on the guitar. I keep having people reach out and request that I do some sort of lesson for it, so I thought I'd try my first ever guitar tutorial, and hopefully by the end of it, you'll be able to play Blessed Boy. And if you do learn it, please send it to me because I'd love to see it. I'm basically teaching 3 different sections of the song, which are the main motif, the chorus picking pattern, and the verse picking pattern. I'm going to be walking you through how to play each of those and what I do. And then in addition to that, I'll play for you how I fit that into your walking fingerstyle bass line. There are a couple things to note before we get into it. First off, I'm capoed on the 4th fret, and relative to the capo, I'm playing in the key of C. And so that's how I'll be talking, is everything relative to the capo in the key of C. And the only chords in the song are C, G, A minor, F major 7, and the occasional E minor. The other thing to note is that this is a fingerstyle song, and so if you've never done fingerstyle guitar, basically what you're going to want to do is keep an alternating thumb pattern the whole time. And so what that would be is, I'll teach you the melody and what I'm playing with the higher strings, but with the lower strings, I'm basically doing an alternating pattern with my thumb the whole time. And what you're going to want to do is keep the melody within that. So that would be so that's kind of a classic fingerstyle thing. I'm not a fingerstyle purist, so you'll notice sometimes I might break it, or I might cut out the low string or skip it for a beat just for dramatic effect, or sometimes I'll also just lay down on that 6th string, that low string. If you're not super familiar with fingerstyle and you still want to be able to play this song, that's a great way to do it, is instead of doing the alternating, learn the melody and just ride on whatever, with your thumb you can just ride on whatever the root note is, whether that's the G, the C, A minor, F, or E minor. The main motif of the song starts based on a G chord, so you'll put your middle finger on the 6th string 3rd fret, and your ring finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. The next piece is, you'll hit the open 5th string, and then you'll put your pinky on the 1st string on the 3rd fret, and then you'll play the open 1st string again. So the melody goes 2nd string 3rd fret, open 1st string, 1st string on the 3rd fret, open 1st string, and then you add it into your alternating thumb. One more time. And then the next piece of the melody is based on the C chord. So you'll play a C, and then you'll put your pinky up on the 1st string 5th fret, and then you'll play 1st string 3rd fret with your pinky, and then 1st string open, and then with your pinky you'll play the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and then 2nd string on the 1st fret. So it just walks it down. And in context to your alternating bass line here, you got So those two licks together, starting with the G, are. And then the next piece of the melody is based on the F major 7. And how I play the F major 7 to make this work is pointer finger on the 2nd string 1st fret, middle finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, ring finger on the 4th string 3rd fret. Then I wrap my thumb around to play the 6th string on the 1st fret. And so we're coming from that C. And next is I pinch the open 3rd string and 6th string, and then I do a hammer-on for the entire chord. Hammer-on, alternating bass line with the thumb onto the 4th string. Then you hit the 2nd string on the 1st fret, and then open 1st string, and then pinky on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and then a pull off to the 2nd string 1st fret, and then 2nd string 1st fret with the C chord. That slowly, starting with the F major 7, is. And something to note is whenever I'm not like playing a melody with my right hand, I'm basically just doing this really simple pattern. But any picking pattern really that feels good to you and that fits in there. That's what I think that is so great about little picking patterns, is everybody has their own little flavor and their own little style of picking that they like to do. So however that fits in there for you is fine. But let's do that entire riff just in context slowly, is starting with the G. Then the second half of the motif starts exactly the same, and it's exactly the same up until the F major 7. Here's your F major 7. But instead of walking up to the open E, it'll go. And then you're going to pinch the 6th string, the 3rd string, and the 2nd string all open. And then you're going to do a hammer-on for the 5th string 2nd fret and the 4th string 2nd fret for an E minor. So even though you're doing a hammer-on, you're actually not hitting any of the strings with your right hand that are actually part of the hammer-on. So you're making that sound completely with your left hand. And then you go back to the F major 7. All hammer-on, so. Once more. And that's the whole motif, and we can play it all together here. It goes. And then we're into the chorus. The chorus of this song is, blessed boy, I've heard your voice, and I know they've done you wrong. In between your fitful dreams, will you learn you do belong? Both those lines are exactly the same. The guitar is following exactly what the vocal melody is doing. And so how you do this is you put your middle finger on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. You put your ring finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. So the melody is you hit the 3rd string 3 times. Bum, bum, bum. And then the open second string. And then you add in your thumb. And then you put your ring finger on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and your pointer finger on the 2nd string on the 1st fret, and you play the 2nd string twice. And then you put your pinky on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. And then you have your alternating bass line. And then you go back to the 2nd string 1st fret, and then you hammer on with your pinky onto that 3rd fret again. And so that all in context is going to be and then we move to the C chord. The melody there is open 1st string, then you put your pinky on the 5th fret on the 1st string, then on the 1st string on the 3rd fret, open 1st string, 2nd string 3rd fret, and then I use my pinky and I bend it up. So and then I go to my F major 7. So that in context with the thumb is and so all 3 of those licks together are and then you're back to your F major 7, you hammer on the whole chord. And then you do the whole thing again. And that's the chorus. So that would be, blessed boy, I've heard your voice, and I know they've done you wrong. In between your fitful dreams, we learn you do belong. Blessed boy. Then really the only other thing in this song is just the verse. I'll often pinch the 3rd and the 5th string together. Then I'll hit the 2nd string with my middle finger and do my alternating thumb. I feel like this works so it doesn't get super busy underneath the lyrics of the verse. Up on the hill, just a boy and his feet. And I keep this really loose. It's very sloppy. Sometimes I'll go for the high string. Whatever feels good to you when you're playing it. Sometimes I'll do hammer-ons. This is totally loose, so however you want to play with it, whatever feels comfortable when you're playing. And that's basically the whole song. Up on the hill, just a boy and his feet. Singing, I'm no one to care for, no one in need. And only when running am I ever free. And then those little interludes in between the sections of verses are just the first half of the motif, so that's super simple. The only thing left is just at the very end of the song, from the end of the last motif. Blessed boy. And this is, I just play a C chord and I'm just doing hammer-ons for all 3 strings. And then I move to that F major 7, do the same thing. Back to the C. And then I go as if I'm going to go back into the motif, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then open 1st string with your alternating thumb, and then you just end on a C chord. I'll play all that for you, starting with the verse, going into the chorus pattern, and then into the motif, into the end. From the second half of the last verse, it would be, but up from behind him the orchard had grown, and shaded his back as he'd weeded and sown more fruit than he ever could eat on his own. This is just A minor, G, C, F major 7. Well, that yellow rose sings, you're never alone. Then we're going to go into the chorus. For blessed boy, we've heard your voice, and we know they've done you wrong. In between your fitful dreams, did you learn you do belong? That's your chorus pattern into the motif. Blessed boy. And that end tag that I just showed you, blessed boy, hammer-ons on the C, hammer-ons on the F major 7, hammer-ons on the C. And then onto the G shape, and on a C. And that's Blessed Boy.